A Quiet Place Day One is the first prequel in the Quiet Place franchise, taking place before its two predecessors, A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2, recalling how this world of silence really came to be. I've yet to rewatch the Quiet Place films because it's been quite a while, but from what I remember, the first is really, really good, or really great actually, and the second one is a really solid follow-up. As someone that didn't really like the trailers for this movie, and there's that one main poster for this film that is genuinely like so off-putting. It's so bad. Such a bad poster that I had to mention it. So my expectations were kind of really low. So with that, I was pleasantly surprised. The relationship between the two protagonists in Lupita Nyong'o's Samara and Joseph Quinn's Eric is one of the best things about this film, because each character feels so real and raw and emotionally driven due to just how impressive both performers do their jobs. Feels good to see these actors in bigger Hollywood roles outside of their breakout appearances in the MCU and Stranger Things respectively. The actors do a fantastic job in making you really feel the tension and stakes and fear of this alien invasion, because I mean, it is a big deal, so you really need something or some people to really sell the stakes of what's going on. But it did feel kind of wildly convenient that they knew exactly what to do to discover the monster's weakness on the first day, day one. Sort of a plot hole in some shape or form. Kind of bothered me because it was very, very strange, but whatever, I'll let it slide, I guess. The best part about this film has to be the absolute GOAT, or should I say, the absolute cat. That was the dumbest joke ever made. Frodo the cat, and I'm not even joking, and I'm not even saying that in like a jokey manner. He made this film. Every single scene he was in, my brain automatically got rid of every other character, every other set piece, and just focused on him, because I don't think there's been a movie in 2024 with such a clear MVP character like my boy Frodo. Not Lord of the Rings. This Frodo solos everything in Lord of the Rings. Also, this film becomes a whole pizza ad in a couple sequences, which I found kind of hilarious. You'll get that little joke when you see the film. Moving into the negatives, the first like 35 minutes or so of this film were some of the most generic and bland opening 35 minutes of any film this year. Could have easily passed off as any other big budget Hollywood mediocrity fest. Nothing felt all that interesting, and I was really ready to give this like a negative score or something. But somewhere entering the second act of this movie, it started to pick up with its characters getting more development, the plot thickening to being something intriguing and interesting that I could actually latch onto and enjoy, and not like hate. The plot thickened to feel aligned with the other members of this series. I don't know why I said members. The other films in this series of movies. The emotions come in full swing in this film, which was so unexpected. But this movie has some genuinely emotionally captivating story beats, which I found really impressive, considering that I just expected a throwaway prequel to successful movie franchise. But no, there's some genuinely impressive emotional beats thrown in this movie, so that was really well written, I guess. A part of me still wonders if this was a necessary film, even if it is a really solid film. It doesn't really expand on what we haven't seen before. We get these down-to-earth human interactions, but then again, it can feel like a rehash of Lee and Evelyn's story at times from the first two movies. The sound effects / design in these movies is always really damn impressive. And I didn't see this in IMAX, but if you do, it's probably going to be a really cool experience, because these movies always know how to, they know the perfect sound velocity. What am I even saying right now? But they always know what kind of sound effects to put in these movies to not make it too loud but not make it too quiet. It's cool. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really, really cool. And there's no difference here. Obviously, they cook with this one, and sound design. The VFX work and CGI work is miles better than whatever the Flash level dumpster fire the posters presented to look like. That Joseph Quinn one still haunts me. It's a really, really bad poster. So overall, A Quiet Place Day One delivers a really solid and thoroughly entertaining time at the cinema, with grand stakes, memorable characters, and a cat that will win an Academy Award at one day. One day or day one. That's the question. of the day. That was the dumbest thing I've ever said. But Frodo the cat needs to win an Oscar right now. Trust me. She will, or he will, or whatever. They will win an Oscar one day. So overall, I'm going to give this a 71%.